Good evening, guys. What is going on? This is part 9 of my Football Manager 2015 experiment of the class of 92 with Manchester United, where I of course take 6 members of the former 92 class and I create them, put them in the under 18s at Manchester United, but now we're into part 9 and the last part before I take over the helm at Old Trafford and I try and do it with the boys. Okay, so part 8, Marcelino's under pressure after finishing 8th in the Premier League, but he stayed. He has managed to keep his job. Gary Neville's captain, David Beckham is the key player. Let's do this. So first of all, what we always do is check on the players that have left. That is Nicky Butt first. Of course, he made a big money move from Newcastle, costing around 18 million to Manchester City after originally moving to Newcastle for under $1 million. It's been a tough season for Nicky Butt. His value has dropped by about 5 million, I believe. He's on £69,000 per week, a rotational squad status and continental reputation. He's got 3 years left at Manchester City, and he has played around 25 games, or just under, and a 6.93 average for Man City this season. Wearing the number 18, that's Nicky Butt for Man City. Of course, he did get put on loan a couple of times to West Ham and Fulham, and the Newcastle move kind of made him. It turned him into a good player, and then he was taken away by Man City, like a real life situation. A player does well at a decent sized club, gets snapped up by the big clubs, and now he's struggling. Looking at this, guys, with 2 England caps and 26 and 3 goals for the under-21s, this is reminding me of something along the Scott Sinclair, Jack Rodwell situation, where you can't turn down Man City when they come calling, but if they don't play it, you're just going to be wasted. For me, Nicky Butt, I'm surprised he's still there, or if he does stay there for the duration of the next part. But like I said, when I take over the club next part, I'm going to try and bring the guys back that have left. I'm going to try and sign Nicky Butt. It's probably going to be impossible for Man City, but I'm going to try my best. Next up is Paul Scholes, who has been on the move again. Paul Scholes has left Stoke City in the Championship, and he has joined Sheffield Wednesday in the Premier League. Now his value's been around the same. It's been $1 million to $2 million roughly, with a continental reputation, but only a rotational squad status at Sheffield Wednesday with those stats. 0 caps from England at any level, 13.75k per week. 24 appearances, 6.52 average, which is basic. As you know, he's been punted out and he has only played around 3-4 games for Man United in the whole 9 parts. But it just shows to me that he's the one slacking. He's not good enough, he doesn't cut it. But I will take him back when I take over the class 92. I will use him, I will play him. That is kind of a small personal challenge to make Paul Scholes quality again. Okay, so it's time to go to Man United, of course. Straight to the first team, because that's what the 4 players there are doing now. They're all in the first team. Phil Neville first up. He was mumping and moaning and grumping about not getting a game, and of course has been out on loan previously twice, but last season he got used sparingly, but this season 51 appearances, all starts, and a 7 bang on average. His values went up somewhat, 21.5 million. He's getting the games he craved. He wanted games, he's getting them, and he is paying the faith back. 15 appearances for England, 33 for the under-21s, and a £97,000 per week. He's in the first team, playing at fullback. He's got a contract for another 4 seasons yet, but that value increase is massive. That tells me his mumping and moaning, and for Marcelino to give him a chance, has proven well, and he's got his chance. Phil Neville, looking good. Next, we're going to go to his brother, Gary Neville. Of course, last couple of episodes, Gary Neville has been the captain and has only been loaned out once to Cardiff for 4 games. He's 25 years old now. Key player status. Commanding fullback and a mammoth, guys. Look at that. The value has went up so much. 30.5 million for a right back. Would you take him? Would you tempt them? Yes. I'm surprised he's not been snapped up yet, unless he's just shown his loyalty to Manchester United. 57 appearances in all competitions, 13 assists and a 7.50 average. Contracted for another 3 years. 125k per week, 37 caps for England, 18 for the 21s and 1 goal, which just shows how well he's doing. Okay, so next we're going to David Beckham, the key player. Now just hold back, guys. Watch it. Watch the value. Watch. Here it comes. Boom! £45 million for David Beckham. If you want him, that's his bottom dollar. 53 appearances, 7 goals, 28 assists. 1 in every 2 pretty much. 7.85 average. This season he got the second highest average in the Premier League. The previous 2 seasons he got the highest. A 20 game spell at Southampton has proved to do him very well. 24 caps, he's a great player for the mainstay in the England squad. 19 under 21 caps and 4 goals. Of course, all too old now, far too old to play for the under 19s. 300 smackers per week. David Beckham is rolling in money. The number 6 of Manchester United is on fire, and he will be there for another 4 seasons minimum. The last one we're going to look at, as we always do, the current Manchester United assistant manager, Mr. Ryan Giggs. Oosh, £41 million, age 25, 185k per week, 37 appearances and 13 goals for the Welsh side. And 49 appearances, 11 goals, 11 assists. I would expect that to be a little more, but a 7.41 average, and the only player out of all 6 members of the class of 92 to not be loaned out. 188 appearances in 9 seasons, 19 goals. Not bad, not bad. And the number 12 for Manchester United, contracted for another 3 years. So guys, it's going well. Just before we go, I'm going to have a quick look at the England team. It's something I've not done before. I haven't even looked before recording this, so I will have a quick look. Michel is in charge. We'll look at the main squad, and who do we see? I can see Gary Neville. I can see David Beckham. And that is about it, guys. Okay. So, as you know, part 10 is next. This is where I take over the class of 92. I will play all 4 of the current players there, week in, week out, unless forced not to. I will try to win the Champions League. I will try to win the silverware for them and with them, and of course I will do my absolute best to bring the 2 boys back. I feel that Paul Scholes should be no problem, and it might be a bit tricky getting Nicky Butt back playing for Manchester City. Of course, as mentioned earlier, Manchester United champions with these guys. Marcelino has been champions, runners-up, almost sacked, champions. 38 games played, 25 won, 10 drawn, 3 lost, 87 goals, 47 conceded, 40 goal difference, and sneaked it against Chelsea, who have got a monster strike force by 2 points. Okay guys, that is the Class of 92 Part 9. Hope you enjoyed it. I'm looking forward to getting dig deep right into that save, giving it a season, and then, I don't know, maybe after I do that, after 10 seasons, maybe I will upload it for you guys to save and play from there. Unless you want to play from the start and develop them yourself. That's totally your choice. I will see. But thanks for tuning in, guys. It's been a pleasure. The Class of 92 continues. Take care.